Okay, so now I'm on bread. Let me go help with the mine here as well. Let's get that done real quick. So after you get to floor 55, what makes it really nice is the undead trader here. At floor 55, you will unlock these green resources, so it gives you a lot of resources that you can get really easily. Mine's going to reset in the morning when I wake up, so I'll be able to buy a little bit more. So normally I always try to buy the all of these 2k iron, all the 500 silver, and then usually I'll buy all the 1k iron as well. If I need silver more, I might do the 250 silver and the 150 silver instead of any extra iron. And then also, obviously, you can pick up iron and silver in your Spire loot, but I'll kind of go over what you should be looking at depending on where you are as far as how powered your character is. Since Brad's just a farm at this point, I just want resources on him. So grab those. And then I grab some gems. So, what I wanted to show on Bread was once you get to floor 55, you're going to want to reset your talents, which apparently I haven't done with him in a while. So I guess I'll show that right now. So you're going to want 10 points in Night, so you get the satchel capacity here. You're going to want 10 points in Berserker, so you get the satchel capacity there. And then you'll go through here. This doesn't really matter. I'll take this because it'll help you win some duels. And that's why you want to go Mage once you get to floor 55, is this will help you win the duels as you're going down. Same thing, we want satchel capacity. This is basically as far as you're realistically going to get. If you had a lot more levels, I guess in theory you could come and try to grab one of these, but as you can see you need another 26 points, and I only have 3, so doesn't much matter. I'll take the troop damage here, so this helps your army stats just slightly. So I probably actually have more space than I had before actually, so I'll just pick up some extras. You can see it increased my inventory by about 150 or so. So that'll help me again in the morning when I finish. And then you can finish up the rest of your stamina here, but it doesn't really matter. So the other thing is you kind of always want to make sure you're doing as much as you can. So as you can see, Bread's not that great, especially the research is really bad, and gems are still mostly a lot of level 4s and stuff, but always push however far you can go. So I can get a little further here today because I upgraded a couple gems since last week. And then just because you lose once doesn't mean you're going to lose every time, so usually I'll do it like 4 or 5 times just to make sure. So it looks like this one's pretty certain I'm going to lose. But you see, there I won, which just means that I'll get a little more, and then you'll get a little more of those free points when you do it the next day. And then you get whatever the extra goodies in the chest are going to be. Because this number that they survived by, especially on the dragon, I've seen it as high as 40 or 50,000, and then I win later. So always give it a couple tries, even if you lose once. There has to be some level of randomness in combat, but I don't understand it that well. On a farm, doesn't really matter what you buy. Usually I'll just save it for equipment so I can upgrade equipment when I need it. On Toast, I'm almost always looking to buy one of these level 6s. Right at level 6. I'm trying to get one of these pink heroes to level 5 stars. I've been working on Sir Balin because he has the 4-star troop defense and 4-star and 5-star troop health, which is really nice. And then I also like that his level 1 is the infantry damage received, which is a good stat for attacking. But not that important. Speed ups are also always helpful, especially on a farm, to help you level up whatever you're working on. And keep attacking him, so his wall needs to be healed a little bit here while I'm thinking of it. Then if you're with the spirit here now, you get a lot of banners, so you should pretty well be able to level everything as you're kind of going. It doesn't take too long, but if you do have to make choices, pretty much the most important thing is your barracks, which has all of the stats here, all your infantry stats, especially the infantry health and infantry defense is really helpful. The next one you're going to want to work on is your range. This will make your bowmen stronger, obviously. Then you kind of want to work on either the watchtower, which will increase your bowman damage, or your wall, which will increase your infantry damage received. So this makes your tanks better tanks and your DPS better DPS. Your other things you might want to look into is the Trap Factory, which has army damage, the University, which has troop attack, and the Storehouse, which is army damage received, and then obviously your Stronghold, which is a little bit of everything. I don't like leveling this as much just because you can see how much it costs and how little it really gets you, but these are good stats that are hard to raise, so you don't want to neglect it for too long. And then this here's troop defense, and this is troop health. So kind of the forge is not that important because you don't really care how much damage your infantry do. Cavalry damage, this is kind of important, but cavalry are hard to really use effectively. So I will ignore these for my bowmen and my infantry stats. Likewise, the trading post is bowman damage received. My thoughts are kind of, if your bowmen are getting hit, you've already lost, so what does it matter? But again, with bread, kind of everything is maxed or near maxed, which will kind of lead you into the spirit altar. It's important to kind of do ceremonies as often as you can. So that makes a good thing that you can get rid of, especially on your farms. You can get rid of, I don't really care how good my stats are here. I'm not going to get to level 31. I don't like this hero. I don't like this hero. I don't like this hero. Need to go spend those. Realistically, on bread, I'm not going to do this. I do want him, because these are kind of farming stats. I think this guy is resource gathering. This is Lady Isiel, so she lowers construction cost, and she's research speed and some other things. Likewise, he's good. The him I don't care about. Him I don't care about. Him I don't care about. These other three that don't have the check marks on are really helpful. And then also, since I've had to buy some packs, so I was trying to send rare materials over to Toast before, I can get rid of a lot of this, just because I'm not going to need that much. So as you can see, that just gave me, that's actually not that much, so I'm going to hold on to those. It's already got me up to 63,000 coins. I'm never going to need these because I don't build that gear. I'm never going to use these because I don't build that gear. I'm never going to use these, or these, or these, or these, or these. Because these are all kind of using that middle tier gear. and you're going to want to focus on orange gear, and I'll show you how to do that later. So you will want to hold on to these and your diamond while you're still working on your orange gear, because you will need those. And if you are still building gear, I wouldn't recommend getting rid of your equipment, your common materials yet, but these green materials and the blue materials you can get rid of because you won't need those. So now I've got a whole bunch of coins, and I can do a ceremony. With ceremonies, the things that are most helpful is either steel if you're still doing equipment, hero XP just because that's kind of hard to get, dragon XP because again that's kind of hard to get. That's really it. These level 5s are nice, but I kind of, compared to the other things, I feel like you're paying a lot and not getting that much for it, because you're going to have to do 5 ceremonies in order to get enough of these in order to even level something up. But I have done them before they upgraded a lot of these things, so I'm going to do hero experience, so this one here. It's also nice just because with this being a farm account, a lot of people don't get a chance to spend their spirit just because people aren't here as active. So now they can spend their smoke, and I'll get some hero experience later on, so everybody wins. And then just kind of, if you don't want to buy that, especially if you're working more on your main, the Valor fragments are always nice. Getting everything filled with those is good. Getting again, I kind of don't like the cost of these refining gems. I probably would get them from the Magic Spire instead. Banners are really good. Sometimes you might want to get a little extra dragon spirit for your dragon. Those are really good. This is pretty good, and if you do the math, you'll notice that this costs the same as the 54,000 ceremony. So you can just do it here and get it instantly instead of having to wait. But again, these are really helpful. Again, you can see whatever you can get from here. So you'll get one of these and you can pick one of those heroes. For your mains, really helpful. For farm, not that helpful. But arguably, probably the best thing to get is, especially for your main account, is the assault power. Just because it's hard to keep up with your levels, and this will let you get a lot of assault power. So you can see I could buy all 1,000, and that would only be, about a third of the coins that I just got. But I'll probably hold them to do another ceremony, just because again, that's kind of helps everyone. With your wishing well, usually I'll do steel just because that's hardest to get, but since this is a farm and I need iron, I'm going to use all my wishes on iron. And that's kind of everything I want to show here on bread real quick. So I'm going to hop over to toast. And I'm going to kind of go over some other things, especially about combat and kind of what I've learned from there, how to set up your formations, what you should look for, kind of how to experiment and all that fun stuff. So let me just take care of some things here, like my donation, since I haven't done that in a while. This is always important to do as well. This will get you honor, so you can use that for shields or teleports, 8-hour boost for gathering, VIP points, whatever you want to buy in the store. And then obviously it helps your alliance as well, so it's good to make sure you do that. The OPG world made me use a lot of mine. I had to heal my troops. But anyways, off to toast.